Good morning, Toronto. We are starting off early today at my house making some stocks and broths. At the Healthy Butcher, our tilt skillets are going 24/7, making wonderful bone broths and stocks for purchase. However, if you want to make your own, this video is a great way to learn how to do it today. I have customers coming in the shop all the time telling me about the benefits and how they feel after they have been drinking bone broth. Now, I know it's become quite a trend over the past few years, but it really isn't a trend. It's back to basics. It's back to the original roots of food and using the whole animal and doing things properly the old-fashioned way. I mean, when I was growing up, my mother was always making stocks on the stove. She turned those into wonderful soups, and that's what we would eat. Nothing ever went to waste. So today, keeping that in mind, we are going to be making a chicken stock and a vegetable stock. Now, the health benefits of these are outstanding. People say they help with their digestion, inflammation, arthritis, bone and joint health. There's really there's no end to the benefits of these things because there's vitamins and minerals and collagen and gelatin all inside them, and they are excellent for you. So today, we're going to work on chicken and veggie. So we're going to start with our veggie stock. Now, we buy all certified organic produce, so there's no pesticides, there's no herbicides on any of the veggies that we buy. So we want to make them last. We want to get the biggest bang for our buck. So we accumulate all the scraps frozen into our freezer in a bag. So that's what I had in here. I have some celery that's kind of going a little bit yellow. I have the ends of asparagus. I have the hard woody part of the broccoli that you can't eat. I have carrot peels. So we wash everything first. That way we can take all the ends of it and then we throw it into this big bag in the freezer. When we get enough, we're gonna make it into our broth. So I'm gonna dump this into my big pot. Wow, that's a lot of stuff today. As you can see, I even have Brussels sprout stems in there. Now, the flavor of this veggie broth is obviously gonna take the biggest portion of whatever you've put in here. I'm not putting any carrots, onions, and celery in here, which is the traditional mirepoix, because all that stuff is kind of already in here. You could add onion skins in here too if you wanted to keep those in freeze. I haven't this time just because I don't keep the onion peels. The only thing I wouldn't really put in here is something starchy like potatoes or potato skins. I don't think that would I think it's gonna cloud your broth. So basically any veggie scraps are in here. A lot of times mine tastes quite a bit like broccoli because we do eat a lot of broccoli in our family, but today it's looking quite asparagus-y, so we'll see how it turns out. Now I'm just gonna fill this up with cold water on the top and we're gonna throw it on the stove. So now a lot of people are asking what the difference is between a stock and a broth. A broth is something that is finished and ready to go in terms of flavor. So it's going to have the properties of the stock in it, and then you're going to add something to it to make it finished and drinkable. So at the Healthy Butcher, we add things like ginger, or turmeric, or ancho chili. Those are all options. Mushrooms are a great way to add flavor to your broth. Today, this is just going to be a stock, so it's going to be simmered for a long time, and I'm not going to add any flavors to it, so that way I can finish it later on however I want. I could turn it into a broccoli soup if I wanted to. I could turn it into some kind of minestrone or a bean soup. Any of those options will be available to me because it won't be seasoned. I have filled this up with water. I am bringing it to my stove, and we're going to turn this baby on. And basically, it's going to cook for about 2, 3, 4 hours. Everything's going to be kind of mushy, you'll see when it's done. So we've fully covered up with water and it's ready to go. Let's go on to the chicken stock. All right, now we're starting on the chicken stock. So the chicken stock, I start obviously with my certified organic chicken bones from the Healthy Butcher. Now these I just pick up. I order quite a bit online because I find it just works for my family's busy lifestyle. And I just kind of keep a bag in my freezer at all times. So whenever I'm home or, home for the night, I can put on a stock and just let it go, and I don't have to plan so much. So I have beautiful chicken bones here. Now our butchers cut these in-house, so there actually is quite a bit of meat that still remains on the bones. They would hate it if they heard me say that, but you have great bones and you have meat on there, so it's gonna really put a lot of the flavor into the stock. To this, I'm going to add, and this doesn't have to be nicely chopped or prepared or anything because it's just gonna be used in the stock, and then I'm gonna throw them out. So I've got a couple carrots, I didn't even peel them, some celery, and I got a whole onion happening in here. You notice my pot is quite full, and I'm gonna add cold water just like I did to the veggie stock. When you add the cold water, it's going to, when it boils, it's gonna bring the impurities up to the top, which will make it easier to skim. So now this pot is very packed with chicken bones. And the good thing is about this is that this is gonna cook for 4, 6, 8 hours. We'll constantly keep checking on it throughout this video and see how it is. But when it's done, it's gonna be such a gelatinous stock. It's gonna be rich. Overnight when I put it in the fridge to cool off, it's gonna be jelly the next morning when I take it out, because all of the good properties of the bones and the meat that are in there have gone into the broth, which is perfect. That's your natural source of collagen. I could tell you, you could come in the shop and take collagen vitamins and, you know, sorry, not collagen vitamins, but collagen and vitamins and different amino acids and all these things to help with your digestion. You know what? Just drink some stock. So this is going on the stove here, right beside our veggie stock. We're gonna turn it on to high heat. Wrong burner. Turn it on to high heat and away it goes. Now when this one boils, both of them are gonna skim the impurities off the top. I am not adding any seasonings to them at this point. Mostly because I want to leave them plain for later use. When I finish them and make them into whatever I'm going to make them into, I will add the seasonings then. You could always add a bit of salt, but again, it's not really necessary. These are going to take probably 10 minutes to bring up to a boil, and then I'll show you the skimming them, and then we're just going to put the lids on them and let them simmer for a really long time. Okay, so we're about 15 minutes into the process here, and it hasn't quite come to a boil because we start with really cold water, but as you can see, all the vegetables have loosened up and they are starting to get a little bit mushy. So we're waiting on that. And on the chicken side of things, if you notice, it hasn't also come quite, it's starting to come to a boil, but we're starting to get all these impurities coming to the top, this like foam. So we're gonna take this part out. This is why you have to be home for this process, because you really need to clean all this stuff up. If you leave it in your stock, it's gonna make it really cloudy and not a nice color. Like it will eventually disappear, but it just doesn't leave for a clear looking color stock when you're done. So we want to take all those out. Once this comes to a boil, which I'll show you back in another couple minutes, there will be a lot of scum coming to the top, and then we're going to add some cider vinegar to the top, but I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so now we are coming to a nice simmering boil here, and I'm going to just keep skimming this off. Once I get this all skimmed off, I'm going to be adding some apple cider vinegar into it. And the apple cider vinegar is going to help extract all the collagen and the calcium in the bones and make sure we get everything possible into this broth. I actually added a bit more water too, just to cover everything up. As you can see, you kind of stir it around, you get more things coming to the surface, and we're going to clean this all up, and then I'm going to add the apple cider vinegar. The veggie broth is going, it's bubbling away, got a nice boil happening. I'm going to kind of half close my lid like that, just so I don't evaporate everything from it. My chicken stock over here has got quite a boil going as well. Let me just skim a little bit more, and we're going to add our apple cider vinegar to it. Now you could really add anything into the broth that's a bit acidic. Lemon juice would work, probably another vinegar. I like apple cider vinegar because it is a very mild flavor, so we're going to add that in. And a lot of people also tend to add other seasonings into your broths or your stocks, at this point as well. So you could add thyme, you could add ginger, some garlic, some turmeric, but just keep in mind that that's going to flavor your stock across the whole board. So, I mean, I like to make a lot of stock and portion it off and keep it in my freezer, and then that way I can use it for multiple things. So these are my 2 tablespoons going in. So I don't want to add a lot of flavor myself because I want it to be pretty mild, so that way I can use it throughout anything. This is great now. It's all cleaned, it's all skimmed on the top. We added the apple cider vinegar and we're good. So I'm going to put the lid on this too, just a little bit, so it simmers away. Turn my fan on. This is going to stay here for, I'm going to say, good 4-6 hours. I mean, you guys will see, I'll show you the progress as it goes throughout the day. Same with the veggie stock. We're just going to keep going, let this go for probably 2-3 hours. Again, the longer you go, the more you're extracting from it. So you really want the time, you want to take your time and you want to let it go. That's why you want to be home for this. The Healthy Butcher, we do it overnight. In fact, we do it most of the whole first day overnight, and then again the next day. I don't worry about it being left on overnight at the Healthy Butcher because it's a tilt skillet and we have a fire suppression system. But in my house, I don't think I would want to leave this on overnight. That's why I like to be home to give these things a really good long time to boil, simmer away, and get everything into that. So I'm going to put a lid on, and we'll see you in maybe a couple hours. All right, guys, we're back. It's been about 2.5 hours. Our chicken is still bubbling away here. It's actually a little bit too high. Let me just turn that back down a bit more. And you can see how much is already evaporated from it. If you want, this is a perfect time to add a bit more water if you're gonna keep this going for a little bit, which I am, because I want it to go even longer to extract everything from it. My veg stock, on the other hand, this has been, like I said, 2.5 hours, and that's how much it's already reduced and evaporated. And the veggies are pure mush at this point. So we're going to strain this, take it off, and we're gonna strain this. Now, I am not a muscle woman, so I'm gonna have to do this straining in 2 parts, so. First is I don't wanna lose any of the broth, so I have a really big strainer over here, and I'm just scooping all this cooked veg off. So there's my peel of some celery. My broccoli stems are just total mush. If you can see the broth, it smells delicious in here, by the way. It smells like your grandma's house or my house. So these are just kind of drained down here. You want to keep all that yummy stock. This part I can now put into my compost bin. And I think I can lift this up now and pour this. So this is my big strain to just get all the big particles out. And then I am going to put it through a smaller fine strainer because I want it really fine and clear with no cloudy parts in it. See all the little bits left in the end? That's fine. Don't need that. So I'm left with a beautiful, rich colored stock at this point. That's my veggie stock. And I have my super fine strainer here and another bowl. Just gonna transfer it. Actually looks really clear. I probably don't even need to do this step today because nothing was super tiny. I'm gonna portion this in a couple bowls like this. See, there's actually nothing that came out, so I could probably skip this step going forward. Not a big deal for today. But I have this beautiful vegetable broth ready to go. I'm gonna portion this up in a lot of glass bowls. Glass is best. Overnight in my fridge, let them all cool down. Tomorrow I'll portion them off however I see fit. Actually, I'll probably make a really nice soup for dinner tonight. We'll come back and do chicken in a little bit. All right, guys, so I'm ready to finish off this chicken stock that we have here. So this has been about 6.5 hours. Now, obviously, I'll turn this off and we'll talk and walk at the same time. Obviously, you can go longer. Just trying to give my cameraman here a bit of a break. But basically, it's a bit of a diminishing curve. Obviously, you're gonna extract the most in the very beginning of this process, and then as time goes on, you're gonna be extracting less and less. I know people have gone as far as 48 hours on some of these broths and stocks. Like I said, I kind of go around 6 to 8 as a general rule. You do what works for you. The point is that any bit in here is better than nothing, and it's still gonna be super healthy and great for you and your family. So I'm gonna do the same kind of process as I did before here. I'm gonna take out some of these bones, because look at this. It just, the bones are just falling right apart. Everything in here, like all the tendons and the cartilage has fallen off. It's hard to scoop up out of here. Make sure your container on your green bin is on really tight because raccoons love this, trust me, I know. We're just gonna scoop this all out here. The broth smells amazing. It's a beautiful color. It's very yellowish and rich, very different looking than the veggie stock that we made. I think I should be good here. Let this drain out a little bit. I've got lots of nice stuff dripping out of there. I almost should let this wait a bit longer. Don't want to lose any of this stuff. That's gonna go in here. This one you definitely need to strain with the fine strainer. Beautiful. So everything just kind of crumbled into nothingness. Now, if you had meat in there, this would be a great time to pick the meat off of the bones and include that in what's left. So you would have bits of chicken in your soup or whatever you're going to make with it. I don't really have much because it's all fallen off of the bones. There's not a lot to pick there. So now I'm going to do the fine strainer for one last strain. And you'll see on this one I do collect lots of little bits that were floating around in my stock. Oh my God, it smells so good. Will I make it? Yes, I will. And that is it. See, there's definitely a lot that I wanted to strain up there. And that's it, guys. So you have now a beautiful chicken stock, a beautiful veggie stock, and you're all set. This, again, I'm gonna leave overnight in my fridge. It's actually gonna get a nice fat cap on it, and it's gonna be gelatinous because it's so concentrated. I don't skim the fat off of it because I'm a big believer that the fat that is in here is a very healthy fat for you, especially considering the organic bones we're using. So don't skim your fat off. Enjoy the full flavor of what you just made. That's it for now, Toronto. If you have any questions, give us a shout. You can buy your bones online, come in the store, we have them, buy your veggies, or if you don't want to, now you know a little bit about the difference between broths and stocks, and you can pick up some of the ones that we make in-house. If you have any questions, shoot us an email or we'll see you in the store. Cheers.